guy can't beat me. And you got to find a way to win.
Take him into deep waters and drown him.
Exactly right.
Uriah, as you're visualizing, man, visualize a little bit of adversity too. Don't always just picture everything going great. You're down a round, you got to come back. You're down 3 minutes of a round, there's 2 left. How do you come back? You start to see those things, you won't get caught by surprise.
I have confidence in my ability where I am with my speed, my strength, my agility. I feel like I'm deadly. I'd probably be scared to fight me too.
The worst things that can happen is you mislead yourself that it's all smooth sailing. And when you get met with adversity, you go into a bit of shock. He's going to fight back. He's going to throw punches and kicks. He better. He's in a fist fight.
In my head, I'm trying to be the confident one to say, you know what, this should be nothing. But you know what? You never know. Next thing you know, a takedown could come out of nowhere. I'm not going to take any fight lightly and say, you know what, this kid is easy. My main game plan is just to be comfortable in there. Just to be relaxed and just feel it out and counter and just look for an opening, look for good timing, you know? Keep it standing, maybe put on a show.
Feel okay? Feel good?
Adam came out of there really confident. I think he really believes that he would win the fight. I thought he was doing really well, despite the size advantage or, you know, Uriah's fancy style.
I was impressed with Sonnen. Sonnen went right after him. I mean, he was striking with him, but Uriah has vicious knees. Stand-up is good. His kicks are unbelievable. And he has this way that he moves his body that you can't tell what he's going to do. Is he going to kick? Is he going to punch?
The 10-second hammer comes down. And when Adam finally stood still, Uriah saw an opportunity, and he spun and kicked him.
I mean, one of the nastiest knockouts I've ever seen in the fight business, let alone on The Ultimate Fighter.
Uriah Hall, baby, that's the way it's done.
Somebody's in the room for the 25K, I guess.
Knockout of the season's out the window.
It's an unbelievable game.
You just stole my money. You just stole my money, right? Yeah. No one's beating that.
Dude, are you right now? It's one of those ones you want to celebrate, but you don't, because, you know, it's, you know what I mean? It's like, I think we know who's winning the $25,000 this year. The knockout. You guys better start going for fight and submission or something.
The bad news is Uriah just lost every sparring partner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nobody's gonna train with his ass. All right, guys, we're gonna pick the other fight. Jon Jones isn't here because he went to the hospital with Sella. You retain control.
All right, fight number 3, representing the bad guys. Kevin Casey. His opponent, representing Team Jones, Colin Hart.
No way.
There was a little bit of debate against who it would be with. Bubba's name was in there. As a matter of fact, I think Bubba requested the fight. And I think that fight will happen. I know we want to make it happen. They want to make it happen. But it's not going to happen right now. This is just the strategy of this type of a tournament. We're keeping them safe, and we're moving to the next round.
Good pick, bad guys. Good pick.
I've definitely felt like I have to protect myself and move forward in this competition very wisely in order to have the longevity to be the champion at the end. I feel like his style will play right into my game plan. I think that this will be a fight where I take a little less damage.
Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck. All right.
I'm glad I'm the one who's picked. I think they saw me as the easiest win for King because I showed a lot of dirty boxing, and that will be good for him as a grappler because I'll be closer, easier for him to take down. But I love when people doubt me. It just gives me more to prove.
I feel fine.
Yeah, you sore?
No, I didn't
Not at
feel
all?
it. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't even know I fought.
Really?
Yeah, but where is it? Round 2. I did just get knocked out, and it was pretty pretty gnarly knockout. I mean, call it what it is. When I got home, I was trying to find Uriah to congratulate him and, you know, just to ask him why he kicked me so hard. Hey, you naked?
Yeah, what's up?
Why you hit me in the face like that?
What's up, man?
I'm coming in there.
Hey!
No, I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, apparently it was just a really good kick.
Sorry, man.
Don't be sorry. You did what you're supposed to. I think I gave you 25,000 though.
All right, hey.
Split it with him.
It's nothing compared to health, all right?
Yeah.
First.
No, I'm healthy. Everything's fine.
That's good, man. I'm glad you're all right, bro.
Yeah. I was wishing you had like a swelled up eye or something.
It's the hurt business, and you got to be ready to handle that. But I guess when I hit him, I didn't know I hit him that hard. And I was just pretty shooken up about the whole thing afterwards. But, you know, he came in, he's messing around as usual, so he seems to be in pretty good spirits.
I know you hate to hear this, but you had 5 seconds left in the round.
No, they said the 10-second bell went off and he just went, and I guess it was like, and the good thing is I didn't feel it. Oh well. Going in there with a guy like Uriah, who I personally think is the best guy on their team, and I gave him a pretty good run. So, you know, I just put it past me and move forward, and I'll wait for the next challenge.
Body lock, right? There you go. That's all we want right there. As soon as you get your hands on this guy, he's in trouble.
Kevin versus Colin, these guys' skills are pretty close, and Kevin's a pretty good ground guy, but Colin's good at controlling when you go to the ground, who's on top and who's on bottom, and he's got some pretty high-level wrestling skills.
You gotta get in his tight more, Calvin, like it's too flat on your back.
Kevin is a real dominant force on the ground. He's got a massive competitive background there under the Hicks and Gracie program, which is very respected and admirable. So he's gotten to the point where he's so good on the ground that every now and then he'll overlook some basic positions, and it was just kind of reminders so there's nothing sloppy on game day.
And don't at all think about the outcome. Don't think, oh, I gotta beat him, oh, I gotta protect my eye. No, we don't do any of that. Step by step, moment by moment.
I definitely don't have anything personal against Colin, but at the same time, he is a man who's standing in the way of my destiny. If that means I have to knock him out, if that means I have to break his arm, then I will do so.
1, 2, 3, go!
Good practice, guys. Thank you for that. That was awesome.
Whoa! Whoa, what the going on, man?
So the power went off in the middle of the night, so a couple of my teammates thought it was a good idea to pull a little prank on Team Jones.
I know it's on now, though, right?
Went upstairs to scare the guys with toilet tissue, which is probably the dumbest prank. But King had it in his mind to kind of wrap him all up and then have him wake up and say, what the heck?
Back in your bed.
And then we all ran like little girls down the stairs, and Uriah tripped, and I tripped and fell on top of him, and the prank was just horrible. It didn't go very well at all.
Whose idea was to throw the though? We're supposed to layer the room.
Whose idea was it to throw it at my head?
I saw somebody throw it.
So Kevin threw toilet paper at us, and it's not about the toilet paper, but it's that they were messing with us while we were trying to sleep, and that's kind of a rule we had here. We don't mess with each other's sleep, so there's gonna be some revenge.
2 things. Don't on my food, don't on me while I'm sleeping. My feet, and do with my knuckles.
What's
that all about? Really, bro?
When he put his finger up, you could tell it got under Kevin's skin, and a lot of the other people from the other team, you know, feel disrespected by that, I'm sure.
Yo, somebody pull him apart.
All right, break. Looks like a move to me.
And nobody saw that coming. So, you know, that pissed me off right away. Like, you know, I'm all about good sportsmanship.
You understand? That right there should be enough motivation right there.
Hey, man, you want to switch? Can I take your place? Can I take your place?
Yes, sir. He's ready. Let's get to that.
you know, it's the calm before the storm. We're ready to go.
They both got good and similar skill sets. Can make for a really good and close and entertaining fight. But in order for victory, he's going to need to work hard. He can't rest in any position.
Welcome to the show, baby. Welcome to the show, baby. Get it done, Colin.
This fight went perfectly. Right off the bat, Colin went out there with some type of flying ninja move. It didn't really work, but he went straight into a shot. Finished the shot in a big way.
Make him work, buddy. Make him work.
Thought Colin did a great job. He was just relentless with his pressure. He got that initial takedown. Now it's our turn. As soon as that takedown happens, that's our turn to start fighting. And Kevin didn't do it. He started settling for position, started kind of waiting as though Colin was going to give him an opportunity to get back in the game. And Colin never did. He was relentless. He stuck with his plan. He stayed with it. And Kevin just never started.
Kevin surprised us with his punching because he actually did punch, but he slowed down like we thought he would slow down. He kept the fight close in that clinch. I think he actually expected to be the better grappler, and that just wasn't the case.
Even when Kevin did have his first offensive attack, he had him up against the cage, landed some good shots, and then stopped, and then just went up against the cage again. It almost feels like heart broke him in this fight. And he was never really in it the second round either. Came out and it looked like he was going to mount some kind of an offense, and then he just shut down again and stopped. It's almost like this guy quit and didn't even try to win the fight.
That's where you want him, Colin.
The thing I was most excited about in this fight with Colin was he listened to the corner so well. We taught him some new ground and pound. He went for that ground and pound, which caused the cut. Great guard passes, great control, and just had a perfect fight. I can't be more proud of Colin tonight.
I don't know what happened, but we just never started fighting tonight. There's a contest, we accept the outcome of the duel, but I don't know who the better fighter is. You know, I saw whose hand got raised, but Kevin Casey never showed up to fight.
Good fight, buddy. Very nice fight.
I never made any disrespect.
No, none taken, buddy. You're in a fight. None taken.
Colin apologized for the disrespect at the weigh-in, but this is a fight. And I don't think a manager, I don't think a coach, I don't think a trainer should talk poorly about the opposing athlete because he's not willing to get in there. But if you are the athlete and you are willing to let him shut that door behind you, you can do anything you want leading up to that fight.
Great job. Now we get picked, baby. You did it. You did it. Oh, so proud of you.
I don't really consider it a win. I hate letting it go to the judges. I'm lucky I didn't get robbed or anything. I mean, I guess a win's a win, but I'm just depressed not to finish him. I gotta train for my next fight, so I'm just focusing on the next one now.
Kev, I'm sorry for that outcome, buddy, but I thought you stood your ground, and I think you can work harder and have a better performance.
No, he was strong, and I didn't accept it early enough.
It was just a rough 10 minutes.
I was trying to wear him down and see if I could let him gas himself out, but he had a good pace. He didn't really leave any openings for me. It was tough, man.
What was it that cut you? Because
it was a headbutt, you know?
Okay.
Unintentional. Off the strike. It's my second cut in 2 fights, and I'll do my best to get back on track and hopefully get a wild card. But I also felt like I wasn't physically all there for some reason. But this is a tough tournament for everyone, and he's going through the same conditions as me, so I can't make any excuses. He fought a great fight.
All right. Congrats, Team Jones, on your first win.
Thank you, sir.
You have the hammer. You are in control. Pick the next fight.
All right. For the next fight, I would like Mr. Bubba. Bubba will be fighting Calvin.
We called out Calvin because I think he's one of their weakest links. Calvin definitely has the better wrestling, but wrestling really doesn't win fights. Bubba has superior grappling. And between our ground and pound, our guard passes, and our submissions, we're just really confident everywhere in this fight.
Kelvin is the youngest guy in the history of this tournament at 21 years old.
All right, gentlemen, good luck.
But Kelvin can push that pace better than anybody. He's very hard to deal with, and he's a power puncher. And it's not going to be fun for Bubba. Bubba will be the favorite, I will concede. So this is a tough fight, and Bubba's a tough guy. But Kelvin is too, and Kelvin's going to surprise some people.
Anyway, coach.
Cool. Good fight, man.
Thank you very much. You guys have been doing great, man. I tell you what, you guys had me nervous there for a minute. One more, I would have been questioning my program.
Coach Jones picks Bubba. And Bubba's a very gritty veteran, and he's also a teammate of Jones back home in Albuquerque. So Jon knows him real well.
My strategy leading into this fight is to utilize Bubba's experience and just overall game. You know, we believe that we're going to win this fight everywhere against Calvin. We called out Calvin because we thought he was the weakest link and the smartest decision for the team.
We got a lot of ways to win this fight. We don't need that big lucky punch. You know, we got conditioning on our side. We have a very distinctive chance in this fight.
They don't know what they handed you. Handed you a big opportunity. Everybody here's got to win this tournament to get in the UFC. You just got to beat this guy. This is your ticket right here.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I've been wanting to fight already.
All right, are you there? Kelvin, somebody wants to wish you luck. All right, he's listening.
Hello?
Hey, Colin, this is Rhonda.
Miss Ronda Rousey.
Kelvin is a big Ronda fan, and we got her on the phone, and she told him, hey, if you win this fight, I'll come out to Vegas and teach a session and work out the guys.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd love it. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Good luck, man, really.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Now, we can't let anybody know that I let you have that call. If these guys catch out, I'll be in trouble.
I hear suck my arm.
She said.
I think being the youngest guy, I'm probably the one with the least experience in the house. People probably underestimate me, and that's fine with me, you know. I know how tough I am, and I know how good I am, and I know what I can do, so I'm not really worried about what other people are thinking.
All right, Chael.
All done?
Yes, sir. Be good.
Hey, are you,
Right now, the vibe between me and Chael is pretty fine. Every time I see the guy, it's like, hey, how's it going? I don't like to really befriend people that I'm fighting against. I like to keep it very professional. I like to keep a mystique, a mysteriousness about myself. With Chael, it's kind of disappearing because we're around each other every day.
Bubba's gritty, man. Guys are scared of him.
Well-rounded.
Yeah, I told our guys, you know, whoever fights Bubba is who I'm going to push for in a wild card if it comes to that.
Right.
Because guys are they're scared of him. You know, having a hard time getting matchups. So
Yeah,
at any rate,
Bubba's a tough dude, man. I train with him at home. He's just
veteran.
He got it down. He's been fighting for a long time. Great jiu-jitsu, good kickboxing, just all-around experience a fighter. So we're pretty confident.
Bubba ran 5 miles on his day off. That won me over. It's like, all right, man, I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down with you.
Yeah.
So
it's great. All right, Chael.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the
I
conversation.
got a lot of time left to be stuck seeing Chael, but at this rate, I'm cool with it. I'll have plenty of time to refocus on kicking each other's butts.
Let's do this! We had Chael and the coaches come over. It was pretty cool. We played some charades.
And this means it sounds like. Yeah. And this means the. Yeah. And this means hold. And this means like short words. And this like means put clothes on. Yeah.
Go ahead, you guys go first.
No, you guys go first.
Okay.
We got to pick. 3 words. Fighter. Dreadlocks. Long hair. Saving Private Ryan. Military. America. Team America. Landing America. Coming to America! We had some fun with the charades. Man, I laughed so hard. Like what sort of thing? It's easy, just do it. Come on, you know the way to do this. Come on, you know the way to do it.
Dennis Hallman.
No
The only thing that changes is the environment. Just to give you guys an example, it's a very, very famous study done. This gentleman brings in a long 2x4. He sets the 2x4 down and has a group like this, and he asks random people to walk the 2x4 heel to toe. So they lay the 2x4 on the mat, everybody gets up, and they walk it like it's no big thing, right? Big deal. He brings in 2 big step ladders. He hangs the 2x4 across the ladders, and he asks them who's ready to walk it. Nobody raises their hand. The environment changed, but the act doesn't. And on game day, environment changes. Why? Because they put a referee in there, make you take your t-shirt off, they bring in Uncle Dana. It's the same thing. It's the same 2x4. It's the same ring. We got a guy going into battle tomorrow. And believe me, he's got his game face on, but he's scared too. And so many times we try to find the right emotion. What emotion is going to help you? This is what helps you. Forward motion, getting your legs back, getting up off the bottom, working the whole time. Those are actions. Not one of those was an emotion. Anger, happiness, sad, fear, scared. Not one of those is going to get a judge to mark your name. This is what marks your name. Actions.
You know, you gotta work hard, and I just have tunnel vision, and it builds up like a fire inside of me. I just let it all go in the cage.
This team is coached by the reflection of perfection. We're demanding all of your attention. And Jon Jones, I want to know what you gonna do when you know who. How you gonna deal with the team of steel, and how will you react when I put my boys on the attack? Gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you. This is Mickey Rourke, who I'm sure you guys well know. Thank you.
How you got it, George?
I want to tell you guys real briefly. Okay, this is not only one of the founding members of the Wild Card Gym, where Freddie Roach is, former pro fighter himself, but this is one guy who, when he got up in the loft, did not pull the ladder up behind him. And I called him and told him what I was out doing, and he said, Chael, I want to come talk to these guys. He said, I went through what they went through. I've been up and I've been down, but I stayed after it. I stayed after my dreams, and I want to talk to these guys. I said, Mickey, we would love to have you.
No, you said if I don't talk to these guys, you're going to beat my ass.
Well, but that's close. That's very close. No, he's kidding.
Chael called me and he says, hey, Mickey, it's Chael. Would you know, it would be really cool if you come down and, you know, talk to some of these young kids, you know, because you've been through it. Discipline into my life came very late because of other issues that I had. I mean, we all come from different places, and if you come from a real dark place, you know, you're going to have those things inside of you that can, you know, can bring you down.
This is a guy who had a dream and had it dashed and had doors shut on him, and he slipped and he fell and he got back up over and over again.
I remember when I was fighting professionally, I had 2 draws on my record, and both the draws were because I was having lady troubles. You know, one bad woman on the right kind of night can ruin anybody's game.
Mickey Rourke, you know, people don't give him enough credit for his knowledge that he has. Mickey was a fighter. He probably wasn't the greatest pro boxer, but, you know, he did step in the ring. Give him credit for that.
You got to say, how can I be better today than I was yesterday? And that's your only responsibility, is to take your technique, something you couldn't do, and then you work on it and you think about it, because it's what you do in your private time, not when you're with your striking guy, or is what you do in the quiet.
He was an interesting guy. Seems like he's had a very hard life and overcome a lot of things to get to where he is, and everyone gets brought down at times and things, you know, are hard in life, but he proves that you can do anything if you put your mind to it and get it done, you know.
That's it. That's my speech.
Yeah, Mel Shipper, go ahead, get it. Uh-oh, here it is. There it is. There it is. Get it. Hey, get it. Hey, 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 hey. What did I miss?
All right, let's start with Team Jones. Mr. Bubba McDaniel.
Bubba fighting Kelvin, and that's actually a matchup that I think is pretty one-sided. You know, Bubba is probably the most experienced guy here, and Kelvin, I believe, is probably the most inexperienced guy.
184. Thank you.
Shredded like
Team
lettuce,
Sonnen,
does.
Kelvin.
Kelvin probably has by far the worst diet here since we got in the house. So, you know, I think that this fight goes to Bubba pretty easily.
86.
It's a mental fight, this one. If Kelvin says, I don't give a I'm going to knock Bubba out, and he goes out with that attitude, and he swings at Bubba, and he goes for good takedowns, and he's aggressive, I think he'll win.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Jamie will tell you.
Bubba's, he's a vet, and he's seen pretty much everything, had a lot of fights, a lot of wins. I just hope he's not sleeping on Kelvin, because he will surprise you.
You look like Bubba.
This was the best fight so far. Look, Bubba's their big gun. He's a very seasoned veteran. And we really expected him to perform, which he did.
Round one was definitely really close. Calvin came out, had great movement, great footwork. That was something we weren't expecting from Kelvin.
Good job, Bubba. Good job.
There's lots of sweeps. You know, he's on top, no, he's on top, he's on top, no, he's on top. Just a grueling back and forth match.
In round two, Kelvin came out. He threw a big leg kick and it landed. Kelvin drags him down to the ground, except this time he settles his position. This time, instead of working against himself and allowing Bubba to get on top, he maintains control, he slows everything down a little bit, and he goes to work. Ultimately, Kelvin found his back, sunk in a very deep choke, and by now, they're so slippery and they're so sweaty, it's going to be very hard for Bubba to get out. Gets one more in the win column, one more for the record books, and one more for the bad guys.
Wait a second, just quiet. I think there's someone on the phone for Kelvin.
Guys, hold on 1 second. Kelvin, there's somebody that wants to say congratulations to you. Rhonda?
Hello.
After Kelvin won, Rhonda got back on the phone. She congratulated him, and she promised to make good on her deal, and that she would come out here and coach a session.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to I love you! I introduced myself.
All right, buddy. Hey, I'll be in touch. Thanks, Rhonda.
Birds with one stone. Fight of the season, submission of the season, and Rhonda? Damn. Man.
I'm on top of the world, man.
You get to do something about it.
With Kelvin's win, the bad guys have retaken control. That gives us the next pick. We will put forward Tor. Tor will be taking on Big Josh. This fight that we're going to see between Tor and Josh could very well be the main event. The reason it's taking place in this round is nobody's willing to fight either one. Nobody on their team wants Tor, nobody on our team wants Josh. And at the house, guys are intimidated by both these guys.
I heard Josh is supposed to be a good grappler. I fought tougher opponents than him. I fought better opponents than him.
It's the mortal versus the god.
Weigh-ins in 24 hours. Good luck, guys.
Thor's, to me, a very interesting fight. I think that he has a lot of the same skill sets that I have, probably with maybe less explosiveness and athleticism. So I just have to go out there and deliver, perform the way that I know that I can perform.
I'm good, baby. I'm happy. I see you. You swagging already. Who's swagging? Josh is already. That's the swag?